Well, this is the only Liverpool top that's kind of close to the funeral theme of being great. I don't have a black Liverpool top. I don't have the Alisson Becker goalkeeper top. But yeah, I mean, is it really a funeral feeling? I guess it is. So yep, the day's finally come. It's gone. Jurgen Klopp is no longer manager at Liverpool. He's a free agent. He's a free man, and good on him. 10 years at the job, 10 seasons at the job, I should say. One of the biggest clubs, certainly the amount of games played and, all the media attention and all that, the pressure, certainly, and then, you're playing, you win one of your rivals is probably it's now statistically the greatest league side that in the English football history. No other club at Manchester City, no other until Manchester City did it this season. No other clubs ever won four in a row. It's a sign, yeah. It's time to. And he looked exhausted, jaded. He really needed a holiday. And 10 years, it's a long time in a job. 10 seasons, I should say. 10 years. It feels like 10 years. And I guess that it's gone, but. The Liverpool fan in me wishes he wasn't, but yeah, it's the end of a beautiful romance, a beautiful story. That's seen two League Cup wins. I know we've got there. I know it's just a League Cup, but it's a trophy that needs to be won, and it's out there. And Liverpool achieved it twice. We've won the FA Cup once. We won the Premier League once. Look, I think that's the one. That's the biggest thing. I mean, you can talk about Liverpool being a club that really cares more about the Champions League because of the romance. That won it 5 times until prior to Klopp coming. But I think Premier League winning the league title for the first time since 1990 was the goal, and Klopp did it. That's what puts him up on as probably the best manager of the Premier League era for Liverpool. And I mean, you'd think Gerrard Houllier didn't do it, Rafa Benitez didn't do it, Roy Hodgson came nowhere close to doing it, Brendan Rodgers came so close to doing it. It's been a pain, and look, I mean, in retrospect, I guess while it would have been nice to celebrate the Premier League win in front of our fans because it was done during the pandemic affected season, but we won it and everyone watched it, and I think I guess in a way it's unique. You celebrate the title literally on the Kop, right at the Kop, and I mean it was surreal, but it's a shame we never got to achieve another one, but that's just what it is. That's life, and I think Arsenal find themselves in the same boat, in this Manchester City Pep Guardiola era. So, and of course, won the Champions League. The sixth trophy it got against Spurs. Look, wasn't the greatest final, but who cares? We won. That's all that mattered. I remember vaguely. Yeah, it was so comfortable that win. It was so boring. I was tidying up the batch. We were staying in Tabo because we were on holiday that weekend. But yeah, Champions League we won. So he achieved everything we can. Of course, you think of those titles the Community Shield, the UEFA Super Cup, the World Cup, which the media fans don't really care too much, but he won that as well. He won every title that was there. But it's not just the titles he won. It's not just the stats, because arguably he's the most successful manager in the Premier League era of English football, second only to Bill Shankly in terms of winning record. But it's just the style, it's just the manner he did it. He was a diametric opposite to he came at a time when someone like Jose Mourinho was still in demand. Managers like Antonio Conte. Conte I think was just about to join Chelsea at that stage. There were managers who were still about big personalities and egos. He was a big personality, but he wasn't. I mean, some might construe his some of the things he said as having an ego, but that's I think generally that it's just anti-Liverpool bias against Klopp. Yes, there were things he got wrong, but Guardiola said a couple of things as well, He doesn't get panned as, he just didn't get panned as much. I think he's got away with it because Manchester City have been so successful. But what I think the biggest achievement that Klopp's achieved and will not be forgotten is that he made Liverpool fun again. He made Liverpool made it possible to win at Liverpool without the pressure of history. He made it. He reconnected the playing results with the community, and I think that's something that will never be forgotten. Who knows? I mean, whatever happens in the future, hopefully that doesn't die. I'm confident. I think Arne Slaughter, who has coached in Rotterdam Feyenoord, a similar club with the similar sort of connection to community, is not going to do that. He's going to maintain what it is. I think in a way, the one positive, I guess, I think, if there was one positive with Klopp leaving, I think it was just that perhaps that style was getting too attritional. It was never going to be sustained long term. It had lasted a lot longer than expected, but you saw what happened at Mainz and Dortmund. It just, teams started to wear out. Arne Slot, if you see final, it's going to bring a bit more sort of, say, defensive, a bit more normality to the side in terms of certainly defending wise. I think Liverpool will improve. You're going to sort of see a side that's a bit more closer to Arsenal, but I think it'll still be exciting. And I think it's something to look forward to. Arne Slot's a new era, and I think we've got the personnel there, whether it's players hired from outside Liverpool, like Dom, Alexis McAllister. They also got an academy that's brimming, and that's really been rejuvenated by Jurgen Klopp and his coaching staff. So that's that. And look, no analysis, no stats, just a raw. In some summation, I mean, on a weekend which, Premier League's over, Wellington Phoenix, you saw another video, their season's over. That's just all I wanted to say. So I just want to say thank you to Jurgen Klopp, Gola and Pep Linders, all the coaching crew. It's been a great 10 seasons, never be forgotten, and wish you all the best. And just keep your promise. Don't ever coach in England. Maybe coach the Germany job, which I think would have been perfect if Jurgen Nagelsmann hadn't wished to announce that he was going to sign extension. But we shall see. Hope he enjoys his break. Hope he enjoys the time. I'm sure football hasn't seen the last of him. Even if it might not be the Premier League has probably seen the last of him in the league. Maybe not in the Champions League or European competitions. But that's that. So, what are your thoughts on Jurgen Klopp? Was he, is he the manager that that everyone's claiming he was, or was it? I guess from a non-Liverpool point of view, what were your thoughts on it? And look, if you like this video, feel free to like, and don't forget to subscribe.